Another great car new into stock, and this Isuzu D-Max 2.5 TD Blade double cab pickup. It's 2,499cc, it's a 2055 on a 65 plate, has done 43,697 miles and has one registered owner. I've no fuel economy figures for this car. There's none on Auto Trader, and there's none being brought up on our website. So I can't help with that. However, the road tax is £159.50 for 6 months and £290 for 12. The finance package on our website also, the deposit £4,798.50 followed by 60 payments of £310.27. The deposit is made up of £1,599.50 towards the car and £3,199 VAT, which if you're VAT registered, you'd claim back on your first quarter. So the deposit isn't as bad as it sounds if you timed it right, especially. I'll just show you around it. It's got one or two extras on, a really nice spec. Has this plastic bonnet protector on the front, stroke spoiler. It has multi-spoke dark silver alloy wheels, power folding door mirrors. It's got the aluminium side steps, roof bars on the top of the double cab, and also roof bars on the truckman top. The loading area is split. You can just lift the glass up if you're just chucking things in the back. If not, then this has got quite a handy addition. It's got a hydraulic ram on there, so it comes down slowly. They do weigh quite a lot. It's lined in hard plastic. It's not all scuffed up. It's not been used commercially. It's really nice inside. Now, I said it was a truckman top before. That's a generic term, really, probably for the most well-known tops. I can't actually see whose make it is, whether it's a Isuzu or truckman or somebody else, but this top will come off. Thanks for that. Now then, it does come down with the help of a hydraulic ram. It could do with going up with the aid of a hydraulic ram as well. They weigh a ton, these backs. Plenty of room in the back. The seats are like brand new. I must get a new phrase. It's really nice in the back. Anyway, that's the point I'm trying to make. Rear central armrest here. We have got 3 inertia belts in this one. The pickup I did the other day only had 2 inertia belts and a lap strap, but this has got the 3rd one across the middle. So really nice. D-Max embossed headrest there. We've also got the contrast stitching here. It's a really nice example. With the vehicle being high off the ground, it's easy to get in and out of, and I'll just take you a ride in it. Remote keys, we've got 2 of them there, an extra spare, and then these are for the hard top at the back, so everything's with the vehicle. Really, really nice example. Let me just see if we've got the service book in here. Service and maintenance book. So, first service was done on the 19th of the 10th 2016 at 12,297 miles by Brown's Isuzu, and then the next one was done on the 24th of the 8th 2017 at 24,895. That's Gregson Lane Garage, Horton. We take all our van MOTs to them, and I've known them at Gregson Lane Garage for a long time, and even the original owner. Then it was done on 22nd of the 6th 2018 at 35,420, again by Gregson Lane Garage, and the car, or commercial vehicle, whatever you want to call it, has done 43,700 miles now. So we'd probably service it before it goes out as well. So proper service history, and I've a bit of a history with Isuzus. In my younger days, we were Vauxhall Opel dealers, and Isuzu, a lot of the Vauxhalls used some Isuzu parts and Isuzu engines, and some of the vehicles later on were actually Isuzu vehicles, like the Monterey and the Frontera. And before that happened, we decided we wanted to buy a four-wheel drive at the garage I worked at, and I went to our local dealer to get a brochure and to get some information. And I was probably dressed then as I am now, and have always been, with jeans and a shirt. And the guy looked at me through his window. He was on the phone. He looked at me through the window, and then he turned away, and then he proceeded to ignore me for, well, till I left, probably 20 minutes later. We then made a couple of phone calls, and we got a friendly dealer in Ireland who sent us one over. And 12 months later, we'd sold more Isuzus than the local dealer, which is hardly surprising if he treated everybody the way he treated me. And Isuzu came and offered us the franchise. However, one of the prerequisites of having the Isuzu franchise was you had Subaru at the time, and Subaru had a range of vehicles that were just, at the time, they were shocking. However, we refused the agency and just carried on importing them, but then Subaru's brought out a great range of vehicles, so we were sorry after that. Anyway, I'll take you for a ride, but I can also tell you another couple of stories how good Isuzus are. One of our customers, I overtook a scrap lorry full to the top of scrap being towed, and that was being towed by an Isuzu Trooper at the front of it, which we'd sold, and it was a short wheelbase Isuzu Trooper 2.8 TD, and he was towing a scrap lorry absolutely full of scrap. And another one we bought, quickly before I take you for a drive, we couldn't get enough vehicles to sell. They were rare and they were great sellers. So we kept in touch with International Motors, the Isuzu importer, and we got friendly with a chap and kept ringing, and he kept offering us all, yeah, we've got all these Subarus here we didn't want them. And then he said, oh, I've got a Trooper. So we jumped in a car, shot off down there. It was hardly an inspiring thing. It was kind of a camouflage green colour, and it was filthy. It really was dirty. But we bought it, drove it back to the garage, and put it on the ramp when we got back. And underneath, it was on the way home, I could hear all this rattling. And underneath, when we got it back, I got it on the ramp, and there was stones and shale in the heat shields around the exhaust and underneath, and also the brake pipes were flattened, which we had to replace. And we couldn't quite understand it, but the chap at International Motors gave us a book about Isuzus, and on the front of this book was this car, and he said, here, this will help you sell it. It's been our demo vehicle. It's on the cover of a book. So anyway, I don't know, a few weeks later, it was actually Christmas, and I was just sat down having my Christmas lunch when my boss phoned up, and he said, switch ITV on now. And I switched it on, and lo and behold, on ITV there was a thing called, I don't know, Celebrity Challenge or something, and Emerson Fittipaldi, I think the driver was, and Mike Smith, the radio DJ, was driving round a track in the Isuzu Trooper that we'd bought and another Isuzu Trooper, and they were going over jumps. They were catching air as they were going over, and right in the middle, as they took off in this jump, both of them crashed together. However, it had been repaired, and the guy who eventually bought it had it for years and years and had no trouble whatsoever. But it just goes to show you the punishment Isuzus can take, and here and now I can honestly swear by them. So I'll just take you from after all our yesterdays, I'll take you for a ride. I drove it here to photograph. It's the first time I've driven it. We seem to have got a few pickups in lately, and I would say that this drives very, very nicely. First impressions, I think the tracking's out slightly, which will do. It could be that or a low tyre pressure, but the steering wheel's just slightly off centre, so it usually points to tracking, which we will get done. As I say, it's a good specification, it's a nice vehicle. You could use this as a car during, well, a car at weekends and a work vehicle during the week. Got electric windows here. Let's see. So, sorry, we've got a central door lock in there. That's what we've got there with that switch. I've only been in this job for 48 years. You know, I'm still learning. So that's tinted windows. It has got the hard top on the back. Dear little old lady in a 19 plate Micra, struggling to get across this awful roundabout. Doesn't help with people like him not signalling. God, Bennett. Here we go. Oh dear me. That Micras are nice though, I've got to say. She's got herself a good little car there. So I'm not sure whether this is standard, but it's a Pioneer audio system, for want of a better word. I'm not sure whether it's actually got CD. I would have thought eject would have lifted. Ah, that's it. Got to keep your finger on longer. So has it got a CD? Yeah, it's got CD. It's got what looks like an SD card there. To be fair, I never use the CD or the SD cards anyway, so Bluetooth hands-free and also the Bluetooth audio streaming's fine for me. It's got automatic air con there. It's the air con switch, the fan. We've got a heated seat. The switch is just at the back here on the seat rest. Power folding door mirrors. Multi-spoke alloy wheels. That's spoiler stroke bonnet protector at the front there. Probably more a fashion accessory really. We've got the aluminium side steps. Here's the four-wheel drive controls. We've got cup holders. Oh, nice motorbike there. Goodness mate, if she'd have pulled off then he'd have been dead. Well, knocked off his bike anyway. So also down here on the right is the electric door mirror switch, or electric adjustment. So that one works. Knock it over there. Yep, that one works too. Got a shift lock switch there. You can knock the gear lever over. Change up and down, that's down and that's up. And fifth there. Knock it back over. Volume controls and phone controls here. Mode switch. Cruise control here on off. So anyway, the vehicle's just as it's come in. It's nice and tidy. It's not been through our workshop yet, hence the steering wheel at a slight angle. That's obviously something that the previous owner could put up with, but I'm afraid it's already driven me around the twist, and honestly, I don't know how people do it. I really don't. Let's see the back wipers. Yeah, wipers are good anyway. We can see where we're going. We could be here for a while. No, unfortunately, this old van can hardly set off. Just see what it's like at 70. But nice big load area, which is obviously what you'd be buying this vehicle for. And even if it's only a private car, absolutely fantastic for hobbies, chucking your mountain bike in, all your fishing gear, and can get you to places where you wouldn't normally get to in a normal car. Right, so if I just get to 70 there, I'll have to knock that off, otherwise I'll get a copyright strike. So 70 miles an hour, 2,000 revs. Set the cruise control. Will that set it? No, it won't. So we'll just knock it down. Switch on, knock down, and then use the button to accelerate to 70. There we go, 70 at 2,000 revs. Cruise control's operating fine. It's quiet enough. Little bit of noise off wind noise off the roof bars, but it's very, very windy today to start off with in the UK. So I would imagine we'd be getting wind noise anyway. We'll just get past this tanker. The instrument panel there, rev counter on the left, information display in the center, then speedo on the right. Let's just see where we go. Yeah, the button on the end of the wiper stalk, that's changing your information display. Not sure what that is at the end of there. I think it might be the instrument. Alright, yeah, it's the lights on the instrument panel. What a strange place to put something there. So 2 cup holders here, a cup holder in the doors which will hold a very large cup or a small flask. We've got 2 glove boxes there, one at the bottom, and useful grab handles for getting in. It is nice and high, nice seating position. Just looking for the outside air temperature. It's absolutely freezing outside today. And although we're in April now, we had a flash snowstorm on the M55 just up the road there the other day, and I think it caused a pile-up. Nobody was expecting it, just drove straight into it and caused a 35 car pile-up. So the weather around here is still a bit unpredictable. Here we go again, a little chicane we've got here. That's my camera stuff falling over in the back. Seats are nice and comfortable though, real good driving position. As you can see where you can see over the hedges, you can see everything coming. Even when the steering wheel's straight, you can see over the top of it. You see the indicators and the wipers, which is a huge criticism I have of lots of cars these days, where they put them directly behind the 2:45 position. And also from memory, Isuzu is the oldest vehicle manufacturer in Japan. So before the likes of Toyota and so on, they were making Isuzus. So if they haven't got them right by them now, there's no excuse. I'll show you how to pair your mobile to this Pioneer unit, and also stream audio through it or play music from your phone. And it should be fun because I've never used one before. Like I say, we can see over the hedges here. You see what's coming down the road here. These bends on this road are really treacherous, and but you can see what's coming, or you can see the roofs of what's coming from one of these, instead of just meeting them head on as a shock. So I'll just turn that heater up.